What is up, everybody? Renfail here. Hopefully, you are doing well. It is time to do my early thoughts on Anno 117 Pax Romana, which is a really fun real-time strategy game that we just wrapped up our first stream of. I am playing on a key courtesy of Ubisoft, so thanks to them for sending me over the key to this game. I am playing on the PS5 version of the game on the PS5 Pro. If you're not familiar with my review process, we generally do 3 different reviews for any game that we play, starting with the early thoughts video right after the first stream. That's this video, followed up by an initial review after around 20 to 25 hours of any given game, and then a full review when I have completed any game that I play. So it's a 3-step process, an aggregate score, as you will. And today we're diving into the first one. This is my first time playing an Anno game. I've played, the real-time strategy games are not the primary type of game I play, but I do play a few of them. We've done Manor Lords, we've done Dune Spice Wars in recent times. I do enjoy when they have a good story, and so far the story for this has been pretty good. So when you start the game, you get to choose a variety of options. So there's the campaign mode, which launches you into a story version of the game, and you can play co-op. I'm playing solo. And there's also endless game mode, where this is like you're choosing a profile, a difficulty. There's different governors that you're going to be playing against, essentially. So this is it can be AI or your friends, and then you have an overview of what's going to be going on in the game. In the campaign you choose between the brother or sister. I'm playing as
Good luck, little brother.
Marcus,
Be careful in that
but you can
snake
also
pit.
play as Marcia as well. And we can go ahead and jump in from here and take a look at this so far. I will say that this is extremely complex. This is not the type of game that I play on a regular basis, so there's definitely been a learning curve for me in particular. The game does have a pretty robust tutorial system. There have been a couple of areas where I have felt some confusion because there's so much going on that the game does a great job of explaining everything to you, but because there is so much to learn and there is so much to do, it's like you're constantly getting things thrown at you. And at some point during the stream earlier today, I was really struggling with trying to figure out why I was being told I didn't have a strong enough workforce to get my production going for the clay tiles. And I was like, I've built all these buildings. What is going on? And it wasn't until I took a step back and realized that the way the production facilities work is if you click it, it shows an image of that lady over there, and if I click this one, it shows an image of that guy there. And it wasn't clicking to me that if you check the houses where the workers live, the Libertas residence has an image of the guy, and when you've upgraded it to a plebeian residence, it has an image of the girl. And so it took me, I was like 30 minutes of struggle busing trying to figure out, why do I not have a strong enough workforce? What is going on here? Before it clicked. And it was based on something Dribram said in chat about, I think you have to have upgraded workforces. And I was like, yeah, but what does that mean? And then it dawned on me. So even with a robust tutorial system, I myself have found...
I walked into a local collegia meeting by accident. Wish I'd heard a little more of what they all had to say.
There's a bit of a learning curve, and if you're someone like me who has not played a lot of RTS games this year, I'm a little bit slow to the draw occasionally. So there's a lot going on. One of the funnest things to me is the sound effects vary based on whether you're pulled out or you're scrolled in. And so you can have voiceovers from the various...
Cook 'em sardines, dripping with oil, picking me teeth with the bones.
So you could scroll around here and check out the various structures. You can get pretty granular with the how far down you can go. You can pull it all the way back out. You start off in this area. It's pretty robust. You do get a ship, which I was not anticipating, and there's this whole thing with the ship where it like looks like there's send a ship to an island, disembark your troops, create a trade route. There's going to be a whole bunch of complexities related to creating shipping routes and stuff later on, which is pretty mind-boggling. But like we actually visited another island like all the way over here somewhere. Yeah, this was like the governor's place. And so we came over here and then we traveled back. And I just finished up right here. I built my governor villa, which is where I'm going to be living. And that's where I sort of stopped my gameplay. Actually, we can probably go ahead and produce the vigil right here. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand, because that helps build fires. We can actually build that while we're sitting here. If you like city builders, you're going to have a lot of fun with this game. It's extremely complex, and there's a lot going on, which I can appreciate. I feel like this is the perfect game that is a counter to a lot of the other stuff I play, because we do a lot of RPGs and a lot of action-based games, and it's nice to be able to take a moment to sit back and just play something that has a much slower pace. There is obviously a ton of complexity here, because once we get through learning how to get all the facilities going and get a city up and running from a village, the game literally just told me that, hey, it's time to start building barracks and to start recruiting troops and to start to get ready to start, defending your stuff. And all of this is tied to a quest, which, can I get to it? There's here, over here, I think. Yeah, open the quest book. So these are all the quests that I've done so far, which are all the tutorials. And if you go in here, you can find things that will help you remember that, hey, maybe that's why I should have figured out how to do the residencies and stuff. But then you have your active quests, and we are currently working our way through. This is like the primary quest that's part of the campaign, and then underneath it you have the optional stuff, or the side quests and tutorial quests, which guide you towards this part right here. And then it's just been basically going through, getting the resources needed to do something, building additional resources, and then going from there. Now I'm playing on I think it was just a normal mode. It didn't give me like a difficulty option on the campaign version, and I haven't felt like it was overly difficult yet, but we also haven't gotten in any combat yet, or anything like where my town is burning down. There hasn't been any disease or anything like that happening, so I'm sort of waiting to see what might happen later on down the road. But this is the starter island that you get, which, honestly, I'm 2 hours in, and I feel like this is probably going to serve as, this is the initial tutorial campaign. I know you eventually end up in Albion, based on the all the stories and trailer footage that they've shown and the Gamescom presentations that I watched earlier this year. So I don't know how exactly that works. I'm just following the storyline now. But I know this island is not massive, so I'm assuming we're getting to the point now where we're probably getting pretty close to finishing up this tutorial section and going from here. But I gotta say, so far my gut reaction is it's a damn good time. I'm having a lot of fun so far. Shout out to Ubisoft for sending me the key. We'll be playing this in the afternoon sessions on live streams. So YouTube, Twitch, Kick, and TikTok every afternoon. So if you want to see more, just tune into the live streams. Outside of that, this is getting its own playlist, so you can check out the playlist as well. And I will catch everybody in the next one. Until then, stay safe and happy gaming.